Well, if you got the book, Joel, please go with me over to chapter 3. And then follow me down to verse 16. So Joel 3, verse 16. You know what? I'm going to start reading at verse 5. Come down to verse 5. For it says, because you have taken my servant. This is what God is saying to the enemy. He said, because you have taken my children, and you have taken my children, and have carried into the temple my prized possession. Also, you have taken the people of Judah and the people of Jerusalem, and you have sold them to the Greeks, that you may remove them far from their borders. Behold, I will raise them out of the place to which you have sold them, and I will retaliate upon your own head. I want you to look up today how God will handle your enemies. How God will handle your enemies. You may have this. Now, lately we've been doing a lot of talking. We've been doing a lot of studying about going to the next dimension. And I can tell that the next dimension is deposited in a lot of you all's spirits. Because I can hear it in your conversation about the next dimension. I can hear you talking about where God is getting ready to take the ministry, where God is getting ready to take you. I see it on your Facebook page, next dimension. So one thing for sure is it's definitely in your spirit. Now, that's good because I asked God, where do we go now? Now that it's in their spirit, that now that the next dimension has been embedded into their spirit, now that we know going to another dimension is different than going level to level. To go to the next dimension, sometimes God has to skip you past some levels to get you into the next dimension. And so now that it has been embedded into our spirit, God spoke to me and He said, now that they understand the next dimension, now that they have spent time with me in the Garden of Gethsemane, there are two more areas that they need to deal with before they enter into the next dimension. Watch this. So far, we've been learning about the next dimension. We've been preparing to go into the next dimension. We've taken our time to hear what God has to say to us. And so now, God says there are two more areas that we need to deal with before we enter into our next dimension. And the two areas that we need to deal with is spiritual warfare and patience. Everybody say spiritual warfare and patience. Because a lot of times when we are standing in expectation, when God opens our eyes and He shows us where He's trying to take us, and then when we see where God is trying to take us, and we're standing in expectation, when we are waiting for God to manifest in public, when He reveals to us in private, the two main areas that we overlook or don't want to deal with is spiritual warfare and waiting. Because know this to be true. Anytime God is going to do anything great, then you're going to always experience spiritual warfare. And you're going to have to wait. Everybody say spiritual warfare. Why say spiritual warfare? Because when God is about to do something great, when God is getting ready to do something great, there will always be a season of warfare because the devil knows what God is about to do. He knows what God is about to do. So it's the devil's job to war with you, to try to discourage you, because the only person that can mess up your destiny is you. So what the devil tries to do, when he knows that God